very, very important video for you guys today, for a lot of you, because I'm going to highlight and talk about some of the beta male weak things, behaviors that you guys either have exhibited in the past, are doing now, or will in the near future that you need to cut and stop doing. 5 things that make you look weak to women. Number 1, getting into a long distance relationship with the woman or agreeing to do it with her. Let me tell you why this is weak and beta. Because a lot of guys think that distance makes the heart grow fonder. That's totally opposite, man. It makes women become distant and they get bored of you real fast. I tried the long distance relationship thing where a woman went off to college and I went off to do my own thing, and we tried to keep that going and make it blossom, and hopefully it grows into something great. It rarely ever does. Long distance relationships rarely ever work out. And it usually ends with the guy spending a whole bunch of money, sending a whole bunch of gifts, doing a lot of stuff for the woman, putting in all this effort so he can keep that going while the woman is out sleeping around, doing her thing, talking to a whole bunch of other guys. And I'm gonna be honest, guys, if a woman sees you as long-term or long-distance relationship material, she sees you as weak. You're easy prey. Women overseas in different countries prey on these type of guys because they know that you can't get women in your city or your country or your state, okay? Women use men in long distance relationships, okay? Because they can get all the non-sexual attention from you as they can. It's a woman's dream. She don't have to sleep with you. She can come and go as she pleases. She can say, hey, I'm going to be there on this month and this time and this day. And she can say, oh, my trip was canceled, or the plane got canceled, the flight, or whatever. They can make up all type of stuff. And then guess what you're going to be doing? You're going to be hooked. You're going to be constantly calling her, FaceTiming her, video chatting, Skyping, wasting a whole bunch of time. And here's the thing. You're going to be fantasizing about this particular woman. You're going to be looking at her pictures, wondering what she's doing. Heck, a lot of guys, I've had consultations with men where they was losing their mind because they sent women thousands and thousands of dollars overseas. So if you feel that, man, I'm going to get with that Ukrainian girl or that Japanese girl or that Australian woman overseas that lives thousands of miles away from me and it's going to work, I'm going to put in all this effort, and it's not going to work. At the end of the day, she's going to leave you high and dry. She's going to take your money. She's going to take your time, your energy, your life, and you're going to be really angry and upset. And here's what a lot of guys do too. They become stalker mode guys. Right? They see a woman online on social media and then they say, oh, let me text her. And then they get real mad and upset and emotional when that woman that they're in a long distance relationship with doesn't respond back. And they get mad and they start ranting and raving, they blowing her up. Never agree or get into a long distance relationship with a woman. Never. Number 2, agreeing to be friends with a woman after the fact that she tells you, I don't find you attractive, or I don't want to sleep with you, I don't want to have sex with you, or after she breaks up with you. When you agree to be friends with a woman, you're giving her all the power. Everything is on her terms, right? It's basically like her getting a boyfriend and getting all your attention and all your advice and your time and your favors while you get no sex. There's another woman's dream, okay? Women have tons of guys in the friend zone. Women have expressed to dudes, oh, I'm not into you like that, or I see you as a big brother, or any of that stuff. Listen, if a woman says it's over with, this is not going to work out, we're not on the same page, and she breaks up with you, okay, fine. You go your way, she goes her way. But if you agree to be friends with her, like just in hopes that you can sleep with her again and get sex again, or that she comes back around and sees the good in you, you're sadly mistaken. That's never going to work. If a woman doesn't find you physically and sexually attractive, if she rejects your advances, just cut her loose. There's too many women in this world, okay? In order for a bond to really happen between a man and a woman, there must be sex. It doesn't happen when you guys are friends. Even if a woman says something like this, guys, oh, I'm just looking for a friend right now, and hopefully it can grow and blossom into a long-term relationship. Don't take that deal, right? If a woman says I'm looking for a friend first, no. Men and women cannot be friends at all. Number 3, and guys, I've done this in the past many times. I'll admit, some of you guys might be doing this right now, but it needs to stop, okay? Telling a woman that you want something long-term or you're looking for a commitment or relationship, even though you're not. And a lot of guys do this because they think that if I tell a woman that I'm looking for something casual, I just want to hook up and hang out and have a good time, that she's going to not want to be with me. Let me tell you something, guys. Women go off what we want as men. So if we tell a woman, you'd be amazed that if you say, hey, I'm just looking for something casual, I'm just want to hang out and see how things go, I'm just, dating a little bit, I'm just seeing other women, you'd be amazed how much effort she put in to be your number one chick. But to lie and say, well, I just want something long-term like you, yeah, I'm looking for a good girl, I'm looking for a genuine woman, a relationship, that's going to backfire. Because here's the thing, if she doesn't get that and you're confusing her, she's going to get upset and mad, and she might try to get you fired. She might try to key your car. It happened to me, right? Because I said, hey, I want something long term, and I sold her a dream, and she figured out like, oh, this guy doesn't want to go out with me like that. He doesn't want to take me on a real date. So she got mad when she gave up the goods, and she got nothing from it, which was commitment that she wanted, right? A lot of guys think that, well, if I tell her this, that I'm looking to sleep with her, that she'll like distance herself from me. Listen, a lot of women do not mind having casual flings, casual relationships, hookups, right? That's how majority of relationships actually start. When you guys are hanging out, just having a good time, having sex, no strings attached, and she becomes attached to you. All right. So stop lying to women and telling them you want a long-term commitment. Tell them this. If they ask you, so what are you looking for? Tell her, I just want something casual right now. If I meet the right woman, I'll be open to something long-term and a commitment. She'll be like, okay, cool. Then she can have fun, and there won't be so much stress and tension on trying to get something long-term and make something happen. But guys, stop being dishonest with women. Okay, that's weak behavior. If you gotta lie to get into her pants and think that, yeah, I finally got it, man. After so long, she's gonna be like, oh, I'll sleep with you once or twice, maybe 3 times. Then she'll figure out, oh, this guy, he lied to me. He doesn't want a commitment. Okay, it happened to me many times, and I caught it. I'm like, man, let me just tell these women that I just want some casual right now, and I'll see how things go. The sex was great. She was, just more into it. And believe it or not, a lot of women, they just, ask you just to see what type of mask they'll put on. So if you say, I want some long term, she'll say, okay, I'll put on my good girl mask. And if you say, oh, I just want some casual to hook up, have a good time, she can let loose and let free, and she can be more freaky with you. Number 4, telling a woman that you are the only girl that she's talking to and seeing, especially if you guys just start hanging out. Don't do this, okay? Because a woman is gonna see that and say, oh, I'm the only girl? Well, I don't have to work hard for him. I don't have to compete. I don't have to keep trying. I have to give him great, crazy sex to try to get him hooked and get his commitment. A lot of guys think that if I tell her that she's the only girl that I'm talking to, that she'll appreciate me for that. That my focus is all on her, and she'll love me, and she'll give me better sex. She'll want to be with me more. No, that's the exact opposite. Because women like competition. They like a guy who's talking to other women. They like players. Listen, women like to work hard for a man's commitment, for his time, for his energy. And if you just tell a woman because you're scared that, oh, if I tell her that I'm seeing another chick across town or another girl, that she ain't gonna want to talk to me no more. If you're scared of that, listen, you're gonna be scared throughout the relationship or the situations you're gonna have with her or with any other woman. Always tell a woman this. If she says, are you talking to other girls? Are you seeing any other girls? Tell her this. yes, I am. I'm seeing other women. When you tell her this, she's going to say, oh, okay. And then she'll just appreciate it. Okay? Be upfront with women. You don't have to be dishonest and lie and say, you're the only girl I'm talking to. Oh, it's just me and you, baby. Especially if you guys are not exclusive and you guys have not mutually agreed to be together in a committed relationship. Tell her, hey, I'm just seeing other women. That's it. Yes, I am. You'd be amazed how hard she'll try, how more attracted and turned on she'll be to you. Last but not least, number 5. Not going in for a kiss or making a move sexually or just letting her know that you're into her physically. A lot of guys think that, and some dating coaches might be telling you this goofy, foolish advice, that wait 3 dates before you make a move or invite it to your place. No, you need to do it the first date, the first go round. Okay? Because when you do this, you're establishing your boundaries and you're saying, hey, I like you physically. I'm not going to wait around. Okay? Listen, weak men wait around and be passive and try to wait for the right time to make the move. No, if you're on a date with a woman, if you're hanging out with her, just make it happen. Touch her, go in for a kiss. Nothing's going to happen. Okay? Matter of fact, she'll most likely appreciate it because women are not going to make the first move. Rarely, if ever. Okay? So you have to make things happen. Stop sitting around waiting and hoping that, she can see that I like her and hopefully she can invite me over to her place. No, invite her over to yours the first date, the first hangout. Why not? Because here's what's going to happen. It's going to weed out all the women who are not truly into you sexually. Because here's the thing, if you go for a kiss or if you say, hey, come over to my place, let's hang out, or you try to get a little sexual with her or talk about something, erotic, what's going to happen is if she's not into you, she's going to say, I can't do that. I'm good. Or, I'm not down with that right now. Or I like to take it slow. You know what that means? That means she's not truly into you. Okay? So if she's truly into you, what's going to happen is she's going to say, okay, let's make it happen. Let's get into it. Because you don't want to waste time. Because here's what a lot of dudes do. They take girls on dates. They do all these different things. And then when it's time to hang out, they've wasted so much time and they wasted so much money on dates and they shed out all this time and energy and that girl's not truly into him. Okay? So if she's truly into you, she'll know within the first 30 seconds, trust me. And she'll say, okay, cool. I like his advances. I'm glad that, he's trying to make things happen. Stop waiting around passive and hoping that one day or she gets the hint or you're trying to calculate dates and money and stuff like that so you can finally make your first move. Because here's what's going to happen. You're taking her out, you're doing all these different things, and if after their first date or second date, you say, okay, all right, see you later, you try to give her a hug and walk into her car, you don't make nothing happen, she's going to go home to a guy that's not giving her anything. She's going to go home and hang out with a dude who's more forthcoming and aggressive and saying, hey, I want to sleep with you. So always let her know the first go around, the first get together, first date, I find you sexually attractive. I want to make things happen physically.